the Championship, of course, as I know around the matches, is just around the corner. But will Preston North End still be the leaders coming at you this weekend? We're going to take a little look next. That's right, folks, back to another prediction video. Today we're taking a look at match number, what is it? 8, of course, over in the Championship. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. You know where you've been. Smash your subscribe and back to all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're all here, boys, under one rooski. That's right, Preston still lead the charge with Leicester, of course, sitting in second spot. Then over the corner, just around the corner, is Ipswich, Sunderland, Norwich and Hull make up an interesting playoffs, but of course what's going to happen this weekend to kind of change it all up a bit. We'll have a look at all of it in a second, of course. Big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. Let's get into it, of course. Have a look at what we're talking about. We're talking about, of course, a recap, quick recap, then of course deep dive into this weekend's action. Of course, the games are done and dusted, so let's take a long eye look at a big win for Bristol City, 4-1 win over Plymouth Argyle with a 2-0 win myself. Cardiff, 3-2 winners over Coventry with a 1-0 win, 8-2 shabby. Southampton did lose at home to Ipswich, 3-1 win. It was for me the other way. Preston North End picked up a 2-1 win, over Birmingham City. I went with a 2-0 win, 8-2 shabby on that one. QPR could only muster a draw against Swansea. I went with a win. Meanwhile, Wednesday did draw with Middlesbrough. I went with a 3-1 win the other way as well. Meanwhile, I also got the Rovers result wrong. 3-1 win it was for Sunderland, 2-0 win for me. Millwall, big 3-0 winners over Rotherham with a 2-0. Watford, a 2. West Brom, 2. I went with a draw myself. Huddersfield, 2-2 draw against Stoke City. I went with a 1-0 win. Leeds pick up only a draw against Hull City, 2-0 win in my eyes. And then the bottom of the shop there, of course, Leicester City, 2-0 win over Norwich City. I went with a draw. Of course, this is what the situation does look at in the table right now, as of course we gear up for the next round of matches. And of course, as you see, North End top the charts with 19 points. Leicester City are there in 18th. And then, of course, the chasing bloody pack down foot. It is Wednesday, joined by Swansea and Middlesbrough in some random order. Let's, of course, bring in the Super Brew then, shall we? Let me just load that sucker up. Of course, we have a prediction league. It is live, wide open. And of course, we're going to have a look at it right here, right now. Of course, so let's get in the deep end and recap how we all got on last time around. So here we go then. Let's jump in here. We're going to go into this one. We're going to go in the round robin. And of course, have a little look. So, 37 kicking ass with 18 points this past week. Of course, Raymond Reddington, 17.5. Oscars are up there, 15.5. Where am I? I hopefully put my picks in. I bloody well hope so. I did. I thought I did much better than this. Where's my points? There I am down there with 6.5. Grim, miserable. I think even saw Philly Pete kicking my ass with 8 points there. Well done to Philly Pete, keeping up the heat there. And of course, Daddy Cool, of course, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, some familiar names, of course, flexing their muscles. But what about the leaderboard? Well, the leaderboard has Russell Frost, 84.5 right here, right now. 1.5 point lead over 37.7. So Frosty's up 2 spots to number 1. Vinny Hong down 2 spots to number 3. And of course, a bit of a shake-up here. Raymond Reg with big score for him, 11 positions up now to 6th. So good job for him. Does it tell you where I am? I'm scared to look. Jacob Wood beating me. Looks like I'm not having the best run of things at the minute. Bloody Sexy Ogie bloody beating me. There I am down to 4th, down 4 spots to 36. I am beating Philly Pete, so that's a little bit something. But anyway, that's enough about that. We are gearing up for the next round of matches where it all could change, and I'm hoping it will change for me as we look forward to this one. So let's get into that then. A recap of the code, EFL Champ, free to enter. Let's get into it. These are the games, of course, Convention thick and fast. Just making sure they're all there. They're all there. Again, recap of that because I like to show it. And then, of course, here we go, jumping in with the deep end with, of course, Rovers' last opponent, Sunderland, hosting. They are hosting Cardiff, of course. It actually takes place on Sunday, September the 24th. Played to the 12 times, 2 out of 3. We've got 5 wins for Sunderland. We've got 5 wins for Cardiff. We've got 2 draws. Of course, biggest win for Sunderland, 4-0 win. They scored 14 goals in the 12 games. 1.17 goals game ratio. Up against Cardiff, though, they've scored 16 goals in the 12 matches. 4-0 win was their highest. 1.33 goals a game ratio. Cardiff actually doing A-OK right now. 10 points on the board. They're on 10th of the table. 67% more than them. Winning 4 of the last 5. Sunderland, of course, hoping to kind of do some damage before the Calabria Cup action midweek. As for Mowbray's boys, 4th in the table right now. 13 points aboard. Unbeaten the last 5. Picked up 3 wins on the bounce as well. Last time played at the Stadium Light was a 1-0 win for Cardiff. back in November 2022. The odds for this one, no rest for the wicket, 20-17 on for Sunderland, favourite here. 5-2 is your 10-3 is your away win. I'm back in Mowbray's, boys. They looked decent or clinical, I would say, in the game against Rovers last time around, so I'm going to back them to at least continue that form against the Welsh Wanderers. That's right. Next up, of course, we have Birmingham City against QPR. That's, of course, coming at you Friday night. All eyes on this badger at the St Andrews. 32 times they've played each other since 1996. We've got 12 wins for Birmingham, 10 wins for QPR. We've got 10 draws, of course. The Brommies, 2-0 win was their biggest, scoring 32 goals in the 32 matches. That's goal game average. As for QPR, their biggest win over over Birmingham was a 4-1 win. They scored 34 goals in those 32 matches, 1.06 goals game ratio. QPR, though, coming at you, just 1 win in 6 for them, 25% form for them. They are 20th with 7 points on the board. The Brummies, without a win in 4 now, bit of a rough patch for John Eustace, boys. 8th in the table, 11 points on the board. And, of course, last time they played each other over at St Andrews was a 2-0 win for the Brummies, who did the back-to-back sweep over them last time around and didn't concede a goal against them. The odds for this on a Friday night, 11-10 on is your Brummies, 5-2 is your draw. 3-1 is your long shot. I'm losing my breath, but I'm going to go with a victory for the Brummies here. 2-0 win, of course, under the lights, under the cameras. Of course, on Friday. Let's get into the next one then. It's Coventry. It's Huddersfield. It's, of course, on Monday night. That's right, 25th of September. Played each other 6 times in 2020. We've got 2 wins for Coventry, 1 for Huddersfield. We've got 3 draws, of course. The hosts. What do we call them? What's the nickname? I can't remember. Whatever they're called. The biggest win over Huddersfield, 4-0 win, scoring 9 goals in the 6 games, 1.50 goals game ratio. Against the Terriers, of course, 2-1 win for them. 4 goals scored in the 6 games, 0.67 goals game ratio. Huddersfield, 50% form for them right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn 2, but however, just 1 defeat in the past 5. 16th at the table, 8 points on the board. Warnock will probably not be in charge. It looks like Darren Moore is going to come in, which is a good appointment, steady appointment, I believe. Up against Coventry, who are 17th in the table, actually beneath Huddersfield right now, 7 points on the board. 50% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. A lot of draws knocking around though, but they did lose to Cardiff late on last time around. Last time they played each other at the Rico, it was a 2-0 win for Coventry, who did the double over Huddersfield last time, scoring 6 goals without return in the last season. The odds here, 5-4 on Coventry, 11-4 is the draw, 10-3 is your away win here. All eyes on this one, going to go with Coventry now, 2-1 win for them. Again, no one else playing that game or on TV, not in this league anyway. Let's kick on forward then. It's Borough against Southampton. This could be it, you know, guys. This could be it for Carrick. If he does, it could be it for Russell Martin. It's a must win for both teams here as they come into this one. So at the Riverside, played each other 22 times since 1995. We've got 6 wins for Borough. We've got 9 wins for Southampton. We've got 7 draws, of course. Middlesbrough come into this with the biggest scoreline, 3-0 win over Southampton. Scored 28 goals in 22 matches, 1.27 goals game ratio. Up against Southampton, 4-0 win, the biggest, 34 goals scored in 22 matches, 1.55 goals game ratio. Southampton currently find themselves in 13th with 10 points on the board, 42% form for them. 3 defeats on the spin, of course. However, Borough, 33% form for them, just 1 win in the last 6. They are bottom, 2 points on the board, 24th at the table, but not great indeed. Like I said, it is a 6-pointer, whichever way you look at it. Last time out at the Riverside, it was a 2-1 win for Southampton. It was back in the Premier League. That's back in May 2017. And Borough, just 1 win in the last 6 against Southampton. That was back in 2012 in the Championship. Of course, the odds on this one. I'll be keeping a close eye on this one. 6-4 is your host here, 9-5 is your away win, 12-5 is your draw. It could go either way. I've gone with the draw as well, which I don't think will benefit anybody in this situation. We'll just delay the inevitable for one of these 2 coaches. I think one of these 2 coaches is gone before the end of October. I'm going to put it out there. Probably international break. If it's not sorted out, either one or both could be gone. Ipswich Town against Blackburn is the game of the bloody week. It's at Portman Road. All eyes on this one. Of course, we will have a watch long. We doubt we'll have a vlog. We might have some reaction, but we'll have, of course, in-depth coverage of this one starting today. 20 times they played each other since 1993. We've got 4 wins to Ipswich, 8 wins to Rovers. We've got 8 draws, of course. Ipswich, their biggest win, 2-0 win, scoring 21 goals in the 20 games, 1.05 goals a game ratio. Rovers, though, their biggest win, 4-1 win, scoring 29 goals in the 20 games, 1.45 goals a game ratio. Rovers are in 12th for just 10 points more, 50% form for them right now, winning 3 and losing 3 over the last 6. Ipswich looking red hot right now, 83% form. They are 3rd, 18 points on the board, 4 wins on the bounce, and looking to make that 5 with a trip or a home match against Rovers. Last time around, though, Ipswich was a 2-2 draw back in August 2018. Rovers just 1 defeat the last 4, if you want to look at it in a positive way for Rovers fans. The odds for this game, they'll go all out for Ipswich, 10-7 on for the victory, 3-1 is draw, 50-4 is your away win. We are backing a draw. I'm going for a draw here, point split, and I'll take it right here, right now. if offered. Leeds United up against Watford, of course, coming at Elland Road. Of course, now these two sides have played each other 21 times since 1999. We've got 9 wins for Leeds, 7 wins for Watford, and we've got 5 draws, of course. The biggest win for Leeds, a 3-0 win. Scoring 30 goals in 21 games, 1.43 goals game ratio. Up against Watford, of course, 6-1 win, their biggest, 36 goals scored in 21 matches, 1.71 goals game ratio. Of course, Watford, 42% form for them, are now 14th at the table, 9 points at the board. Of course, just 1 win in the last 6. Pressure might be mounting on Watford at the moment. Meanwhile, Leeds United, 58% form for them. Of course, just 1 defeat past 6. 5th, and of course, 9th at the table with 10 points on the hockey. Last time around, though, at Elland Road, it was a 1-0 win for Leeds. So, of course, back-to-back wins over Watford. Last time these two sides played, which was in the Premier League. They also have back-to-back clean sheets against them. The odds for this, we have Leeds 11-8 for the victory. Of course, that's 11-8 on. 14-5 is your 50-4 is your away win. Tight. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Leeds at home. They should win that one, shouldn't they? Next up, we have Leicester City up against Bristol City, of course, who are turning up the screw right now in form. These two sides have played each other 13 times since 1993. We've got 7 wins for Leicester, 4 for Bristol City, and 2 draws at the moment. Bristol City, their biggest win, 2-0 win, scoring 13 goals in 13 matches, a goal a game average. They are, of course, in 7th with 12 points on the board, 50% form for them right now, unbeaten the last 3, just 1 defeat the past 5. Up against Leicester City, of course, their biggest win over Bristol City, 4-0 win, scoring 23 goals in 13 games. That's 1.77 goals a game ratio. They are second, 82% form, 18 points on the board, 5 wins the last 6 games. They're looking red hot. Last time around at the King Powers, a 2-0 win for Leicester. That's back in October 2012. It's been a long, long time, guys. Leicester and Bristol City are, well, actually, Leicester are in the cup. They're taking on Liverpool just around the corner as well. But the odds here, 11-8 on the host here, 3-1 is draw, and 7-2 is your away win. It's the Championship. I'm going to go with Leicester, though, 3-0 win for them. At home, should be a no-brainer, shouldn't it? Plymouth Argyle up against Norwich, down in the South Coast. That's where I play each other, these two sides. 8 times 2005, we've got 3 wins for Plymouth, 4 wins at Norwich, and we've got 1 draw, of course. Plymouth 2-0 win, sorry, 3-0 win was their biggest over Norwich, scoring 12 goals in 8 games, 1.50 goals game ratio. Up against Norwich, of course, 2-0 win was their biggest, 10 goals scored in 8 games, 1.25 goals game ratio. The Canaries, of course, just 1 win in 3, 67% form for them. They are 5th, though, with 13 points on the board right here, right now. Plymouth are in 18th with 7 points on the board, just 1 win in 6. That, of course, was that 3-0 Tonkin of Rovers. That's less said about that, the better. Last time around, though, over at Plymouth, it was a 2-1 win for Norwich back in September 2008. The odds here, we have 5-2, which is Plymouth, 11-10 is your Norwich. 5-2 is also the draw here. Going to go with the 2-1 win, a repeat of that last result for Norwich to take it to the house. Rotherham United up against Preston North End coming at you at the New York Stadium. Now these two sides have played each other 22 times. 2001. We got 7 wins apiece and 8 draws. The biggest win for Rotherham, 3-1 win, scoring 25 goals in 22 games, 1.14 goals game ratio. Up against North End, of course, 4-1 win, their biggest, 27 goals scored in 22 matches, 1.23 goals a game ratio. However, Preston are red hot right now, 6 wins on the bounce, 100% form for them. First in the table, 19 points on the board, looking A-OK. Up against Rotherham, though, just 1 win and 6. 21st on the table, 4 points on the board, 17% form for them. Looking grim right now, of course. Last time played each other at the New York Stadium was a 2-1 win for Preston, of course. That was back in March 2023. Preston out of the cup, as are Rotherham, of course. But the odds for this one, we have 11-5 as your host, 5-4 is your away win, and 12-5 is the draw. I'm giving them a point here at best. I think Rotherham can be tricky to opponents, and they might snatch something more than that. Stoke against Hull City coming on Sunday. That's, of course, the 24th of September. Played each other 25 times, 5. We've got 13 wins for Stoke, 5 wins for Hull, with 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Stoke, 5-1 win, scored 36 goals in 25 matches, 1.44 goals a game ratio. Up against Hull, 3-0 win, their biggest, 19 goals scored in 25 games, 0.76 goals game ratio. Hull, of course, unbeaten in the last 6, however, just 1 win and 4. A lot of draws knocking around, 6 in the table, 12 points on the board. Up against Stoke, of course, just 1 win and 5, 42% ball, and then they are 19th. With 7 points on the board. Last time around at Stoke, it was a 0-0 draw. Stoke unbeaten against Hull over the last 5. They've got 4 wins and a couple of draws. They haven't conceded a goal against Hull in the last 4. Just 1 goal conceded in the last 5. Wow, we got the odds for this, though. We have Stoke 11-10 for the victory, 11-4 is the draw, 14-5 is your away win. Of course, we are giving Stoke the victory here. 2-1 win for them as they take it to the house. Next up, we have Swansea up against Sheffield Wednesday. Another 6-pointer already down the foot. Of course, over in Wales. Played each other 12 times, 2008. 5 wins for Swansea, 1 win for Sheffield Wednesday. 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Swansea, 2-0 win. Scoring 15 goals in 12 games, 1.25 goals a game ratio. Up against Wednesday, their biggest win, 3-1 win, scoring 9 goals in 12 games, 0.75 goals a game ratio. Both sides are in grim situations. 17% form for Wednesday right now, however, just 1 defeat past 3. A couple of draws knocking around. Meanwhile, 23rd in the table with just 2 points on the board. As for Wednesday, as for Swansea, 17% form for them, for them at the moment. Without a win in the last 7 games, 22nd in the table, 3 points on the board. Last round over in Wales, it was a 1-1 draw. Of course, but the odds for this, we have Swansea 2019 on for the victory, 5-2 is the draw, 3-1 is your away win here. Gonna go with the away side here, 1-0 win. I think Wednesday just might have a bit more bite in the teeth there. Swansea just looking lost at the moment, and again, could be a change of manager very, very soon. Of course, West Bromwich Albion up against Millwall, of course, at the Hawthorns. Now, these two sides have played each other 19 times in 1993. We've got 5 wins for the Baggies, 8 wins for Millwall. We've got 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for the Baggies, 3-0 win. Scored 19 goals in 19 games. That's a goal game average. You do the math, that's right. 2-0 win, the biggest for Millwall. Scored 21 goals in 19 games, 1.11 goals a game ratio. Millwall, though, 42% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat past 4. 11th in the table, 10 points on the board right now. West Brom, 15th in the table, 9 points on the board. 58% form, just 1 defeat past 6. A lot of draws, though. One win in 5, if you want to look at it a different way. Last time around at the Hawthorns, it was a 0-0 draw. Looks like Millwall like to play West Brom. Haven't lost in the last 4, just 1 defeat past 5 in all competitions and all venues. The odds here, we have 21-20 as your host, 2-5 as the draw, 11-4 is your away win. We are backing a 3-1 win, big win for West Brom over Millwall. And that, my friends, completes it. Of course, hopefully I press record, because if not, I've shit the bed. But it is this, and of course, all its glory there. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like. It'll be Leicester City top the table, North End will be in 2nd, Ipswich, Sunderland, Norwich, and then Birmingham going down, Rotherham, Swansea, and Borough still facing the axe. That's a black screen there. But of course, don't forget to get the picks in the Super Brew. And of course, we'll be back again for the next round of matches, which will be the following weekend. But there is a cup game in the middle, so we'll be looking forward to that in one way or another. But until then, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. I'll catch you later for the next one.